Well, hello everyone, TrapperFURever here, and we are back in business. Got a new camera, and hopefully we can videotape some stuff for everyone. We are out on the line today. The weather is starting to break. Today is a little bit warmer, it's about minus 23 I think right now, so we're at Slough Bait, and I think I got about 5 snares here, so I see some fur up ahead, so that's a good sign. Hopefully it'll be a good coyote. So we will turn you around and check it out. The snare's been here for actually quite a while, but ooh, not looking good. Oh well. Yeah, that's an ugly looking dog. But we gotta remove him anyway. Yeah, he's frozen here, but missing a big patch of fur. But that's okay, another coyote down. Took him out of his misery, I guess. So he tore this area up a bit here. We're going to reset it. There's a trail going this way, so we'll reset it there somewhere. So hopefully we can pick something up else here. So anyway, we'll turn you on if that happens. Hey there, folks, again. Just picked up that coyote at Slough Bait site. And now I'm at Dip Bait site. I have a few links, snares, and a couple of coyote snares here, I guess. And I think I got some fur up ahead, so hopefully this coyote will be better than the last one. We'll just get around on my trail here and see what we got. Like a fairly big coyote from what I can see so far, and there was activity on the trails here, and this snare's been here. I caught a coyote at this same snare a while ago, and I think from what I can see so far, this one's okay. He's fairly fresh caught, so it's kind of a nice paler coyote. But yeah, the fur looks good on him. Doesn't look rubbed yet or nothing. So I shall remove the snare, move it a little way somewhere else right away. Looks like he came from this way and he was heading that way, so yeah, we'll pull him out of here. Another coyote, which is good, nice one. Probably able to skin him in a day or so, so we shall remove him and continue on. Got a few more sets to check here, so we'll talk to everyone soon. Well, good afternoon everyone. We're out on the line today just checking some snares. I'm at Beaver Dam Bait site. I'm just kind of on top, almost on top of the ridge here. My bait pile is over there, and caught that last wolf just beyond those birch trees that way. And come here today, and I thought it was 2 wolves who, I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not, who had come on the ice, and I thought they would commit into the bait, but what they did, or what he did or she did, it was one wolf. She came through the ice, was gonna take a beaver run up, and once it come to my trail, it backed up and turned around and went probably where it came from. So I see further up there, there's I think some water sign on the middle of the ice there, so I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not, probably not, but I've got 6 snares here. I'm going to pull a couple actually. I'm going to leave a couple lower here, and then I got a couple behind the bait. And I will try and place them somewhere else where there's a little more activity. Not a lot of sign here last couple checks or what have you. So anyway, we'll continue on. I'm actually pulling a few things that haven't been producing, and just trying to reset stuff where there is some action. So we'll keep you posted as the day goes by. Take care. Hello everyone again. We're still on the line there today, and we're just at Jackpine Express. I only have, I think, had 5 snares here remaining, and I think we picked up a coyote here. Hopefully he's a good one. I had the snare, pardon me, right under this tiny little crawl under here, and there he is. So from what I can see of him, he looks all right. Got all his fur up top. Actually got some nice fur on him yet, so perfect. By the looks of things, I think he came from that away, and like I said, I had the snare under that little stick, so he went underneath, and he got caught. So super. And this for me is actually a milestone this year. I started out, I wanted to catch 50 coyotes, and this is number 50. So we've got I think about 11-12 more days left in the season, so anything we pick up after will be a bonus for me. So happy with that. Number 50. Of course, they're not all good, but that's the way it goes. You got to take the good ones with the bad ones, and continue on. Take those ugly ones out of circulation so they don't spread the mites and mange or what have you. So anyway, we will deal with him. We'll get him into the sleigh, and we've got basically one more bait site to check, that new bait site I set up. So we shall see if there's anything there. We'll talk to everyone later. Hey everyone, we are now at Two Cut bait site. It's a new bait site that I set up this year. It hasn't produced very well yet. I was expecting a little bit more than what's been happening here, but I guess it is technically a wolf site here, so I've been dumping some coyotes here and deer parts, and I'm not sure if I showed anybody this or showed you guys this. What I do is at wolf sites, I'll take a bag of, in this case it's just pieces of raccoon fur that was a hide that I didn't process. It was really blue and had a lot of fat on it, and it just wasn't a good pelt, so I cut it up into little chunks. So I've got only 3 snares here. This is up top of the bait site, and then a little bit to the southwest I have 4 snares and a little bait down the valley there. That's where I had caught that one coyote by the back legs in the Wolfmaster. So what I do is I just take these raccoon pieces, and as I'm walking along checking the snares on the trails or anything coming in, I basically just throw them in the snow, let them fall in the snow, and if the birds don't find them, you know, the coyotes, the wolves will for sure. So it just gives a little bit added attractant other than just the actual bait site. So the cut isn't too far. We're kind of on a ridge here, so I'll go check those snares, and I'll just show you on the other end of this bait site the open cut that they just did this year. So, and to the west of me here is a smaller cut that was done last year, so it's grown in a little bit. But anyway, we'll take a walk after, and I'll just show you that cut. Hey there everyone, we are now at the other side of where I have that bait set up I just showed you, and this was cut out this year. It's a pretty big block here. It's kind of follows a ridge here, and we have a lot of viewpoints here, and there'll be some good hunting here, I guess, in the next few years till it grows up. But the wolves had a tendency to either, run through this cut or run along the edge. It doesn't look like anything's been here since I was here last, but as you can see, lots of open area and lots of room for them to run and chase deer or what have you. I know there's elk on this ridge too. I've seen some this fall, so coming through. But we're gonna go down, down below there. Sorry, almost fell down here, but nothing in the snares today. But like I said, nothing, doesn't look like anything was in here. So we'll keep it baited, and still got till the end of March for wolves, so I'll continue at them. I still like to get a couple more. There are some around, there's signs, so we will continue on with them. And I just wanted to show everybody that. And we're going to continue, go back to the sled and go check down below. See if anything happening there. Good evening, everyone. TrapperFURever back here. We're just downstairs tonight. I skinned up a couple of coyotes, and we're just going to flush one, and got another one I skinned that had kind of a little patch of mite damage, but I don't know, she doesn't look too bad. There's missing about a fistful of fur there, so maybe we'll get something for it anyway. So, and we got number 50 that we picked up today hanging. I'm happy to reach that mark. That's what I was looking for this year. So he or she is frozen quite solid, so gonna take quite a few days to get him thawed out here. And I had an old beaver skin from summertime nuisance beaver. I had it I was going to use it for the same kind of thing as I told you today, just pieces of fur and or meat and beaver lips and beaver paws and stuff like that. But I find that quite helpful. I got another bag here. Next time I go to a wolf site, I found in the freezer, and I tend not to throw this stuff away. I just keep using it. I pull it out of the freezer and let it sit for a while, let it get nice and rank, which it's pretty rank, and then I'll just go spread it out as I'm checking snares and what have you. It seems to help me anyway, so it's if other people do that, I don't know. If you don't, give it a try. I might be surprised, but anyway, so we're gonna flush that one coyote, and this other coyote's the one that had a little patch of mites on her, so it's missing just about a fistful here. So anyway, we'll give it a try, and I don't know, fur looks fairly decent on her yet, but maybe get some for her. On this one I had in the freezer, just toughen up. This one's not very fat, so be pretty easy to flesh. And I took a video of this prior, but of course when I lost the camera, I lost the footage of everything that I had taken there, so unfortunately. But I found a couple sheds this year. So far, I found these a while ago. The little tiny one I found actually in the bush. How I found it, I don't know. It just seemed it was close to one of the trails I was running, and this one I found fairly close to the house here in the alfalfa. So I didn't have any luck finding the other side, but I guess that's all right. We'll check in the spring. Maybe it fell off elsewhere or in the neighbors or what have you. So anyway, I just thought I wanted to show you that tonight. I'm glad to have this camera back. It's I I don't know, it's just, it was kind of tough being without it, and videotaping with my phone just wasn't panning out for me at all. So anyway, we'll leave it for that for tonight, and we'll talk to everybody soon. I'm gonna go out tomorrow, maybe rebait some stuff, and if anything shows up, we'll turn you back on. Everybody take care. Have a... Hi there, everyone. We're out on the line here, and I just wanted to this bait site is actually new to me as well. I just set it up a while ago. There were wolves coming in here. There is some fresh wolf track here, and I just want to kind of show you what I do. Any of you know that who watch my videos, I'm a big fan of regrowth and a big fan of willows. I also like this kind of taller swamp grass or whatever. It makes concealing stuff a lot easier. But somebody dumped a cow here. I got permission on this quarter to trap it for wolves and coyotes. And what I basically tried to do, you can see my skidoo track kind of going across there. There's a couple of old bales, and I dumped some stuff. I don't know if you're able to see it. A little bit on the other side. So I'm a big fan of U-shaped bait sites. I have I think 4 snares. There's kind of a little ditch along the willows there, so I got 4 snares on that side, and this bush here, there's a little field on the other side of this strip of bush, and I've got 3 snares on in this little bush that kind of goes in between. And there's an old building here, and the field continues on, and the road is not much used road at this time of year, but it's not far from us here. And I've got another 3 snares in this direction, so those wolves, they have been on the road running it and coming through the willows, coming through this stuff, trying to get into the bait. And when I first set this up, there's a couple old bales there you can see in the distance. The cow was fairly fresh, so those wolves had actually scraped the hay down from the top, the snow off, and they were actually sleeping on them by the looks of things there. So so they have been back, but haven't connected anything yet. I just adjusted some snares. I moved a few today, so we'll see how it pans out. Temperature's gonna get warm again, but we'll see what we can do. I'm sure they'll be back. They come out of the hills to the west here, so I have, I don't know, this is probably about 3 miles from Double Trouble bait site where I have a wolf set up there too, but hopefully we'll go in there tomorrow and see what's going on there. But yeah, we'll keep after these wolves. Like I say, bait's getting pretty thin this time of year, so I'm using whatever I can find or what have you. So that's it for here. We'll continue on, and hopefully something shows up here. We'll talk to everyone. Hi everyone, we're still out on the snare line here. I just want to give a little explanation as to we're at a danger zone bait site here, and it has not been very productive this year, mostly due to the fact there's just a trail kind of running through here, and the road getting into here isn't maintained during the winter, so it's kind of a nice quiet spot for the animals to go through. But it's basically willows, poplars. There's a little bit more open area on this side, and on the west side here it's basically a strip of bush following a big slough. I think earlier in the season 1 episode I got a coyote on opposite ends of that slough. This usually has been a really good wolf site for me. There's kind of a little drainage just over there. It goes into kind of a swamper area, and those wolves tend to run that drainage. That's another thing I look for. I like little drainages. And basically this, like I've mentioned before, this particular bait site actually has 4 small baits in it. So what I like to do is just, there's a ribbon up ahead, that's the first one coming in here, and then there's another one on the opposite end of the slough here, and then there's two on this side of the road. So by doing that, I usually try and connect on animals that are moving between baits. There's a lot of good places to set here, and it seems to work out, but this year is kind of different. As I mentioned before, maybe on both sides of this trail used to be 2 full quarters of just straight bush, and even actually more than 2 quarters. It's pretty extensive bush here. But this year they logged the majority of the 1 quarter here to the east of me, and the other quarter just to the west of me here. So it's kind of a strip that's left, but the animals have kind of changed their natural travel zones, I guess, just because of the activity in the bush. So hopefully next year it gets back to normal. At the opposite end of this trail is kind of a dead end. There's a hay field which the coyotes like running, and a little bit further that there's another little creek. So it's always been a good spot for me. So I just thought I'd show you that. One thing to remember, guys, if you're wolf snaring, one thing I always do is I wear the same boots. Like I said, those wolves know I'm in there. I can't fool them. Their sense of smell is so great. So if I wear the same boots, they kind of get used to me going in and out of there. Where I can, I'll try check some snares from the sled or quad. But I have no issues of walking into a bait site where there's snares hung, because they know I'm there. Can't fool them. So that's one thing to keep in mind. And for the most part, I wear leather gloves for setting wolf rams. I do have a cotton pair of gloves also in my snare pouch here that I use as backup if the leather ones get wet or what have you. What I like to do too is take my gloves, whether they be leather or those cotton kind of thin ones. I'll just go to an evergreen tree and I'll rub those branches pretty hard with the gloves, just to get a little bit of that natural odor on the gloves as well. So I like doing that too. So anyway, sun's going down. I've got 2 snares right where that ribbon was down the trail here, and we'll check them and head her home. Talk to everybody later. Hey there everyone, we're just on our way to Double Trouble Bait Site. It's wolf sites, and we'll just take a ride in there, and I'll maybe try to explain how my setup is there. The Duck Mountains pretty much. There's half a mile before the park line that's been cut out, and all this has been cut out about 10-12 years ago. And I have 2 kind of logging trails that go in here, one at Bigger Bush and one at the smaller bush. So I have those 2 bait sites and try to catch stuff going either between bait sites or like I said yesterday at another site there, I like setting up kind of in a U shape. So we'll just go into one of the logging trails here where the first bait is, and we'll kind of explain maybe what's going on. Well, everybody, here's the first bait site. The trail kind of continues on there a little bit. I got a couple of roadkill deer here, and there's not much left of them already, and oil and pails of guts and stuff, so I'll clean that up later this winter in the springtime, of course. But so basically, I think I showed you before, there's a bigger bush of spruce and some other stuff in there. And I have that other bait site on the other side of this big bush. And I basically set this up in a U as well. This is all regrowth, like I said, so I tend to, you know, put a couple of snares in between here and the other bait site. Trail walking into one snare there or whatever. I can see a few of these snares from the sled or from this trail here, so I've been walking in here, but I figured I'll just punch in a skidoo trail. So there was some activity here last time I was here. This is where I caught, I think, the second wolf of the year, and then on the other side of those big spruce I caught the other wolf, the first wolf of the year. So anyway, I'm going to just take a walk into one of the snares here, and I had set it up right where I caught that wolf. I didn't move it anywhere, so we'll see what's going on, if anything's happening here. So one thing I should mention is a good wolf bait site doesn't just happen overnight. It's something you gotta kind of build and keep adding on. I think I've probably been dumping stuff here probably 5 years or so, and it's done me well for coyotes and wolf, so, and fox I guess too. But well, there's some kind of, I think that might just be a deer trail. But the path I'm on right now is actually where I drug that wolf out when I caught him. It's not too far in here. So as you can see, this bush is one of the favorite spots I like setting up in. You know, there's a lot of could-be trails here. You just kind of really got to watch as to where stuff moves and what have you, and hopefully something will connect. I think what I'm going to do is, well, there's some kind of track here. I believe that's wolf track. Yeah, that's definitely a wolf track, and he was heading right to where the snare is there, but I don't see any wolf, so let's just see what we got going on here. Huh. Yeah, he came right up to here, and this trail kind of continued, and the snare's right here. Hopefully you can see it. Something he didn't like, or maybe he could even smell the other wolf, or my tracks here. But then there's also some tracks going up there. So I think what I'm going to do is pull one of those deer carcasses, whatever's left of them. I'm going to pull them down this trail and maybe set up a few more rams kind of in this stuff and see what happens. So anyway, yeah, so that wolf came probably, I don't know, probably 15 feet, 20 feet maybe, if that, and just bailed off in this this direction here and went around. So yeah, he either saw the ram or smelled something he didn't like, and he took off. So that's too bad. So anyway, I'm gonna drag one of these carcasses here, and like I said, maybe set up a few more rams here. So we'll talk to everybody later. I'll show you the other side of the or the other bait on the other side of the big bush. But like I said, there's a lot of potential trails in here. You got to kind of pay attention. You know, one thing you got to do is, if anybody traps or snares, you got to know your line and kind of always take mental notes of where those animals are moving and what they're doing. So anyway, I'll turn you off for now, and I'll hook you back up after I do what I got to do here. Hey there again, everyone. We're just at the other bait site, Double Trouble here. It's just another little kind of a logging run when they were logging in here. So pardon me, I find that the wolves will never or very rarely go through this heavier, bigger bush here for some reason. They always attack or come to the bait pile from the back. So that's where you want to set up from them, or set up for them. I find that that's the best remedy here. So I caught a coyote just over there, but it was part of the footage I lost when I lost my camera. So I basically have 12 snares at this bait site in a U-shape kind of situation, and see the bones are still here being picked at, and some frozen oil. The birds come and squawk and pick at that too. So after this big bush, we're kind of coming around the edge of it here. It goes back to the regrowth, and that's where I hang the stuff up further back in, away from the bait. So hopefully the birds don't get at it if there is a catch. So that's it. We'll. I was just here a few days ago. I just got a couple more rams. That's why I came in here. I wanted to move that one deer carcass further in and see what happens. So we'll take a look at these snares here, and I'll turn you on if we do have. Hey there, everyone. Just wanted to show you, this is the view out of my living room window here this evening. Got a little bit of an apple tree orchard behind the house here, and the birds were picking at some of the ornamental apples that were left frozen on the tree and dropping them. So whatever they didn't eat, the deer coming to clean up, and I figured, well, I'll give them a little bit of a hay snack here. It's been a pretty easy winter for them, but this doe and fawn actually are, I call her split ear, but I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but her one ear is kind of split. I don't know if she caught it on a fence or something grabbed her before, but it's can't really see it here, just her angle, but it's kind of cut. Maybe if she turns her head, you'll be able to see it there a little bit, eh? So it's a very actually small doe with her. Must have been born a month late or whatever this spring. So yeah, there's usually a little 2-point buck who still has his horns, and a few other bucks that have lost theirs already. They come show up 2 in the morning and evening here, so it's pretty early. It's pretty light out yet. So anyway, I just thought I wanted to show everybody that for right now. So I'll talk to everybody later.
The DQ $6.99 chicken strip basket is a dunker's dream come true. With all white meat seasoned chicken strips, golden fries,
well, looks like
and your choice of dip destinies.
the deer are here by the house, and one little 2-3 pointer still has his horns, and he's pushing everybody else away. So kind of cool to see though, but yeah. Yeah, lots of bucks have lost their horns already, but this little guy is holding on to his for some reason. But yeah, kind of cool to see. So I was watching them yesterday. They were on their hind legs fighting and kicking their hooves pretty hard, eh? So yeah, kind of neat.